creators, I'm so happy to see you. Today is our last day to work on our still life collages. And remember, they were inspired by the London-based illustrator and surface pattern designer that I like, Tracy English. And she paints on and textures papers and then cuts up those papers that she's created and uses them to make illustrations. And so that is where we got our inspiration from this project. We are going to finish up today. You're going to add, if you want to, some more leaves or flowers or anything else you want to add to your vase or your still life collage. And then our other goal today is to put some patterns and designs on our vases and maybe on our leaves or on any of the flowers that you want to. So you're going to enhance your illustration or your papers with oil pastels. So that's our goal today, is to get finished. We have a big goal, but you have plenty of time because I'm going to keep my videos short. All right, let's go ahead and get started. You recall, everything we've done so far was supposed to be using cool colors. Now, if you forgot, that's okay. But I wanted us to use white and warmer colors for the patterns and the surface embellishment. So I decided I wanted some smaller, like pod looking elements in my still life. So I wanted to make those out of yellow and pink or warm colors. And I needed to give them a little stem. I used some printed paper that I made, but really you can't even see, or textured rubbed paper that I made, but you can't even really see that. So I could have just as easily done these on white paper. So if you want to use white paper to make some more smaller, or maybe you need larger elements in your collage to kind of round it out and make your floral arrangement look complete. However you want to do it is fine. Maybe you need some more leaves. So whatever you want to add is great. So I made these little pod things, and I happened to use some scrap paper that I had texture on. And then once I got them cut out, I had fun arranging or figuring out where I wanted to put them in my composition. Now, remember, you can cut these out and leave a little bit of white paper or space on either side of them. That's a totally different look. I didn't leave a lot of space or white like outline around them because I didn't do that on my flowers and leaves. But if you did that on your flowers and leaves, you want to keep that consistent and do it on whatever else you add today during class as well. Now I'm going to put kind of a polka dotty pattern on my vase. You could do stripes, zigzags, any kind of pattern you can think of. Remember, a pattern is anything that repeats. So I wanted to do a pattern on my vase. I'm going to use white, but you could use any pastel or bright color. Oil pastel will show up on your vase if your vase is a darker, cooler color. I really felt like I needed that little pink and yellow pod by my left hand to balance out my composition, because I felt like everything was kind of in the upper left and on that right side. So I'm glad I put something bright and small there, because it helps your eye when you look at the flower arrangement. It makes your eye look at the whole arrangement. Because I didn't glue everything down completely last class, I could pick up some edges and tuck these little pods in behind some of the leaves and flowers that I already had. And today is the day that I'll go ahead and glue down some little things that I have, if I have some leaves or flowers still sticking up. So now I'm just embellishing some of my flowers a little bit. I don't really like that, what I just did with the white and purple oil pastel, but I'm gonna leave it. It's fine. It goes with everything. It doesn't look out of place. I wish I had left those flowers alone though. But I do like my vase, and I do like my little yellow and pink pods. And now I'm going to put a butterfly in my picture. You could put an inchworm, you could put a butterfly, you could put some bumblebees, you could put anything else that you can think of to put in your picture if you want to add anything else to your vase. You could add some apples or bananas at the bottom, or some grapes, or you could just leave it plain. I noticed Tracy English likes to incorporate little birds in her picture, so you could even put a bird in there. We used all of the elements of art in this composition, in this picture. We used line, if you added patterns today. We also used line because the shape of your flowers, the way you cut them out, is you made lines with those shapes. We used shapes because we cut things out. We didn't really use form because we didn't make these look 3D, but that's the only element that we didn't use. We used space because we arranged our compositions. We definitely used color. We talked about warm and cool colors. I think value is kind of inherent. That's kind of inherent in what we did today. We don't, even though we don't have like traditional value like black, white, and gray, I think you probably have value within like your vase because you have lighter and darker blues, or some of your flowers or your leaves. And we definitely focused a lot on texture this project because we made those texture rubbings. That's all I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed learning about a new living artist, and I hope you enjoyed creating these still life collages. I'll see you next time.